Hi, everybody. I haven't made a video in a long time. Not that anyone noticed, but still, I thought I'd get back to it. Anyway, UFC 202 is coming up this Saturday, and I just want to give some predictions on how the fights will play out. I want to make this a short video, so I'll just focus on the last three fights on the card. So here we go. So the first fight I'll talk about is Rick Story versus Cowboy Cerrone. Rick Story had a layoff for more than a year, and when he came back, he won his fight against Tarek Safadine via unanimous decision. And his fight before that, he won against Gunnar Nelson, who at that time was undefeated. That was a huge win for Rick Story, considering the hype around Gunnar Nelson. But after that fight, Rick's Story was sidelined due to injuries. Now he's facing Cowboy Cerrone, who's doing pretty good at that welterweight. He had two fights at this weight, both of which are finishes. He submitted Alex Oliveira and knocked out Patrick Cote. So the way I see this going, if Rick Story comes out guns blazing and tries to take Cowboy out early, because Cowboy might start slow, he might win this, you know? Just give it all you got for the first 2 minutes. Cowboy, on the other hand, has an excellent stand up and ground game. I think he can pick Rick's Story apart on the feet. If he gets hit by a big shot early by Story, it'll be a short night for him. So like I said earlier, Story needs to win this fight with an early finish against Cowboy. What Cowboy needs to do, if that is how it turns out, is to try and counter with strikes. Let Story lead the dance and just be a counter striker. I think Cowboy will win by decision because I don't know if he can finish Rick Story. And Story, if he can pull this off, it's gonna be by way of an early finish. I don't think he'll win a decision against Cowboy. So there you go. Story wins by finish, Cowboy wins by decision. The next fight is the co-main event. It's Rumble Johnson versus Glover Teixeira. Both these guys are high-level strikers, but as much as I love Rumble, and I think he's the most exciting light heavyweight in the UFC, Glover might take this, and that's a big if he can survive an early onslaught from Rumble. If he can weather the storm when he takes a big shot from this monster, I think Glover's gonna get hit really hard, and we're going to see how tough he is if he ever survives this. Glover's a good boxer, and if his head isn't scrambled up from the Rumble Johnson Express, I think he can outbox and outwork Rumble in the later rounds because Rumble tends to slow down as the fight goes on longer. And of course, for Anthony Rumble Johnson to win, he can only win this with a highlight reel finish. Other than that, he won't win a decision. And now on to the main event, Diaz versus McGregor 2. Now, I might see this going differently than everybody else. I think Diaz wins this by decision, but it's going to be close. I think McGregor prepared a game plan this time, not like the last time, where he thought he can just walk through Nate like he did with the others, then realized later how durable Nate Diaz is. So expect a lot of leg kicks from McGregor. Unless, of course, it's going to be more of the same, where Nate uses his boxing and reach and outbox McGregor, then what's the point of having a rematch if you don't make some changes? Not all fights are the same, as Michael Bisping said. I don't see McGregor winning this with a finish. He might win by close decision. But at the end, Nate Diaz is just too big and too good on the feet and on the ground. both of them seem well prepared, so it's going to be a long night for both these guys.